The crux of the matter is that the issues that arose with this maize aren't aren't particularly special. The the maize has two novel proteins exogenous from genes that are exogenous to the species. I simply used the guidance material that was developed by the ad hoc technical expert group at the time for the Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety and Codex Alimentarius. And in those frameworks, I evaluated the potential for new hazards to arise in this variety of maize. And those hazards that I identified were those two novel proteins. The regulator received some fairly generic text that had been used really to dismiss novel proteins and other kinds of maize varieties that had been commercialized prior to this point. And that kind of text was, we eat these kinds of, they were bacteria, we eat these bacteria all the time. We eat maize all the time. And in the forms that we eat maize, it's never been a problem when related proteins have been in our diets. This is all a very generic and assumption-based approach, which for some reason is compelling to regulators who are probably time poor and aren't excited by the idea of investigating the literature for research that may challenge such approaches, such assumption-based reasoning approaches to risk assessment. I also looked at what other regulators had been evaluating at the time, such as the European Food Safety Agency, and how they had dealt with these potential hazards. And I noticed that they too simply used assumption-based reasoning to dismiss the plausibility of those being hazards. And I couldn't find any underlying science in their reasoning to give me some kind of certainty that what they dismissed as hazards were scientifically dismissed